Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I've parked up at Dunmel Raise and the plan is we're going to head up towards Grisedale Tarn for a wild camp. We're going to follow the path up Raise Beck, and when we get to Grisedale Tarn I'm going to decide what to do from there. The options are I'm going to turn right to go up to Seat Sandal, or I'm going to turn left and slog it up to Dollywagon Pike. Dollywagon Pike? I think it's called Dollywagon Pike. And then we'll take it from there. So, as you can probably tell, there's another event on. Like last week's video, there was a triathlon on. And I've seen about 15 fell runners already. I've only left the car 10 minutes. So there must be some kind of fell running event on, I should imagine. You might have noticed I've got the rain jacket on. It's forecast showers today, but brightening up later on. So I've just put the rain jacket on just in case. If you've watched my last two videos, you know we've been unlucky with the weather. A couple of weeks ago, it was supposed to be no wind whatsoever. Well, it's definitely windier than last week. And then we was greeted with 30-mile-an-hour winds at the top of the summit. And last week again, it was forecast to be 15 miles an hour and 30-mile-an-hour winds again. But I'm in the tank tonight. I've got a new tent, so I'll show you when I get to the top. Well, that didn't take too long, did it? Absolutely roasted with that jacket on. I've had to take it off, stick it on the back of the bag. Ooh. Right, let's march on. So it's the 28th of September today, and you might have noticed the full winter gear's back. According to the Mountain Weather Information Service, temperatures might drop down to -5 tonight. So we brought everything just in case. That'd be nice for a little dip in summer, wouldn't it? Right, the waterproofs are back on, starting to rain. It was forecast to shower this afternoon and brightening up later on, so it is expected. I'm not sure if I've told you what the forecast is tonight. It's supposed to brighten up and then a clear night and rain showers tomorrow morning. Winds of about 10 miles an hour, it says. But if you're a regular on this channel, you know my weather apps aren't always on form, shall we say. So let's see what happens. Alright guys, we've just arrived at Grisedale Tarn, and according to Strava it's taken 1 hour and 15 minutes at a nice leisurely pace. So the options are I can turn left and go up to Dollywagon Pike, which as you can probably tell looks all clagged in, or we can turn right and go up to Seat Sandal, which at the current state of play looks more appealing. So I'm going to double back on myself, get some water, and then we're going to go up there. And let me tell you, I've been up there before and it's an absolute slog. Right, let's crack on. It's a calf burner, this one. Right folks, here we are. We're at the summit, well the cairn, I think, of Seat Sandal. 736 metres up. Look at that for a view. You've got Grasmere down there, and over there you have Thirlmere. Absolutely beautiful spot, but I'm not seeing many places to put a tent up. Wow, look at that, what a view. Oh, look at that. I hope the GoPro's picking that up. Right, as usual, can't find that pitch. There's a couple of flat spots, but they're right on the path of the summit. I don't really fancy right on the path. I don't really fancy camping right on the path. Guarantee there'll be some fell runner doing his night thing and then tripping over my guy lines and then putting the claim in and all the rest of the stuff. I just don't need it. Alright, so we're all pitched up in the new tent. I'll let you have a look at it. This is the Kuiu Storm Star 2-person tent, and probably has the coolest name for any tent on the market. Storm Star. You can tell it's American, can't you? But anyway, I bought this for winter, to be quite honest with you. Like with snow camps and when the weather's pretty grim and horrible. Bought this a few weeks ago and I was itching to get out in it, and I think I said earlier in the last 2 videos the weather forecast was completely off, so I thought, right, if the weather's completely off tonight it doesn't matter, does it? And anyway, sod's law, the weather's as it says, brightened up and 10-mile-an-hour winds. There's not even 10-mile-an-hour winds, so, but it is what it is. You might look familiar to some of you, similar design. I've not even guided it out. I mean, look at that. I've pitched it once in my back garden, so I've had a bit of a play around with it. I've done a few mods already. The poles come, they're not colour coded. The pockets are, but the poles, you get 2 longer ones what are black and the smaller ones grey, or vice versa. I think the longer ones are grey and the smaller ones black. So what I've done, where the pockets go in, where the long poles go into the colour coded pockets, the blue and the yellow, I put a bit of insulation tape around the poles just to identify which pole's which. Because if you're like me, you probably, when you get up here and it's raining, you don't want the stress of which pole's going in which pocket. So I just thought, you know what, let's make life easy. But one thing I do like, they have these little adjustment straps here, look, on the guy out, so you can get it even tauter. I like that. So anyway, let's have a look inside, eh? This thing's a palace for one person. An absolute palace. Oh. The build quality is really good. Yeah, pleased with this. The only thing is, there has to be a moan. It wouldn't be a new tent without a moan. The only thing is, that's a little bit small. I mean, look, loads of head height, but it's like you're going to a rabbit warren or something to get in and out. But whether that contributes to the strength of the tent with it being a bit lower. I mean, obviously there's a lot more space in the Solo. It's probably on par with my Big Agnes tent, I'd say, space-wise inside. Maybe even a bit smaller, to be honest, because the Big Agnes goes straight up, whereas this, bit of an angle. But anyway, I'm not moaning, but it's all solid inside. It's all solid. Can you see the door? And if you look, you can open the vents and you've got mesh. Just had a accident. Put the GoPro in the wrong way around. I put the door on. It was a right swine to get out. I ended up cutting my finger. But anyway, well chuffed with this pitch. You've got Grasmere down there, Coniston in the background, Windermere over there, Easdale Tarn, camped on Tarn Crag. Actually, that was my first YouTube video on Tarn Crag, and I didn't format the SD card, so therefore we didn't get a YouTube video, did we? But yeah, I was camped there in my solo. Snowed the next morning. Anyway, over there we've got some new subscribers possibly. And over there's Thirlmere. Come on, I'll show you. I know what they're thinking. They're thinking, hey, it's that rock hopper guy. He's got chicken curry. Let's just go a bit slow and try not to disturb them. So up there's Helvellyn. Maybe we should have just bit the bullet and gone up Dollywagon, but at the time it was all clagged in. I didn't want to risk it. Not that I'm complaining. Look at that. See Scarfells over there. Beautiful. See Skiddaw right down the end of Thirlmere. Yeah, we're miles off the path on this one. Like I say, there was a right good spot on the top of Seat Sandal, but it was right in the middle of the path, and I thought, I don't really want to be camping there. You just never know who's lurking around at night. Oh, and chill. So for lunch at 20 to 7 we've got lunch. Oh. We've got an extremely small ham salad barm cake with no salad on, served with squares and the old favourites, scutales. If I was to put money on it, I don't think we're going to get sunset tonight. Look at this. See the paraglider? Just when you thought you had this place to yourself, and paraglider flies over your head. So yeah, some of you might be wondering, why have I got another tent? Well, the reason being is I wanted a 2-man for winter, because I've had the Big Agnes. I've been going out in the Big Agnes quite a while. I kind of got used to the space. I actually wanted a Hilleberg Alac. I've seen a couple of YouTubers use it, and that was the tent for me. I thought, yeah, I've saved up, I'm going to get that. And went to buy it, and it was 1,220, and I think sometimes, as much as you want something, you have to draw the line and say, no, that's too much. And I got this for, I think it was on sale. I got it with a footprint. I think it was £570, and that was imported from the States. No import fees or anything. I don't really know too much about them. But there's a couple of YouTubers really recommend it. I've watched a fella called the Geordie Wild Camper. He's got one. He speaks very highly of it, and also Donna Van Senior. I actually got in touch with Donna and asked her about it, and she said, yeah, they're great, they're really good tents. And on one of Donna's videos, I think she's in Scotland, Nordart. It begins with K. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And she was on a campsite somewhere beside the coast, and it was pretty windy. And she had that pitched. She had her tent pitched, sorry. And there was a hilly bergalac about 30 metres down the coast, and one of the tents was struggling. I'm not going to say which one. You can check the video and have a look. So that was one of my. I pretty much said, right, I'll take a punt on this. But you can tell just by looking at it, the build quality is really good. I'm not comparing it to any other tents. I'm not going to mention any other names. I've got a Hilleberg Solo and I love it, and its first impressions, it's good. There's a couple of little niggles. I don't know if I'm keen on those big clamps that clamp the bar in, the poles in, sorry, but that all adds to the strength of the tent. Lots of going out points, but so far so good. But we'll have to get it out in some pretty grim weather first before I can actually start, you know, appreciating it a bit more and saying how great it is. This is his first time out, and there's not a breath of wind. So anyway, let's see how it fares up, eh? Well, folks, that's tonight's sunset, and as you can see, there's not really much going on. Just see all Grasmere is beginning to light up now. I'm not sure if the GoPro will pick that up, so I might as well get back to the tent. I'll set the sleeping pad up, get the sleeping bag out, and then just chill out really. Got a good 4G signal up here, so I might watch a few YouTube vids. Well, 8 minutes is up. Real Termat chicken curry. They are beautiful, honestly. I know they seem expensive for what they are, but they are so good. We're even hiking all day. Chicken curry is my favourite flavour. They have I've tried red Thai curry. That's pretty good. And I've also tried beef and potato by accident. Let's just say if you're going to get one, get the chicken curry. I get them from Base Camp Food online. They normally do pretty good deals. But anyway, yeah, so there's not really much going on tonight. It is it's just gone 9:15. It's pitch black. I'm just going to finish this, have a few more tipples of whiskey, probably stick a film on or YouTube because pitch black, and that's it. So I shall see you in the morning. Good night. Oh, it's cold out there. No way, Jose. Good morning. Yeah, it's too cold. I'm not doing the old set the tripod up and get out of tent malarkey this morning. It's freezing. I'm still in my sleeping bag. It is now 7:30, and slept like a baby last night. I went to bed about 10:30, and when I woke up, I actually for a split second thought I was at home. I was that comfy. Nice quiet night. The wind's picked up a little bit. It's not very pleasant outside, but it could be worse. So I'm going to get dressed, get on the old favourite, make a brew, and then pack up. And that's it for this one. Boots are absolutely soaking, so get the old bags on. This is what we're waking up to today. It's a lot windier than last night. I think wind speed's probably about 15-20 mile an hour if that. There's a very cold bite in the air. Tent doesn't seem to be moving much anyway. Ooh. Anyway, there's, like I say, there's a very cold bite in the air, so I don't want to stand around too long. I want to get the tent down and get back to the car, I think. Yeah, I was right. just short of 20 mile an hour. The wind always seems to pick up when I put the tent away for some reason. Right, well that's us. We're packed away. I was never here. Leave no trace. I'm going to. The summit's up there, so I'm going to try and follow this little sheep path and see if we can get back to the car that way. I think there is a path that takes you directly down from there. I've been around here before, so I'm going to head up there. Well, across there and then back down. I think you've pretty much seen everything today, haven't you? So on that note, I'll have to say ta-ra. If you have any questions for me or any comments, anything you'd like to talk about, you know, get in touch with me in the comments or get in touch with me on Instagram. It's always nice to hear from people. Yeah, so that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.